Hi Aquarius, I'm Pam and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for July 2015. Happy 4th of July to my USA friends out there. This month I decided to use the same deck of cards that I used in the mid-month Psychic Tarot readings for June, which is the Aquarian Tarot deck by David Palladini. And at the end of this reading, instead of using the usual angel card that I use, I'm going to be using this crystal, which I have used for over 14 years in private readings. I'm going to be looking into it and seeing what messages I get for you at the end of this reading from the crystal. This month, I'm also going to be shuffling the cards in front of you so we both see the same cards that come out at the same time. Let's see what's coming up for Aquarius. Aquarius for July 2015. Show me what's coming up for the month of July. Aquarians. July. The first card you have in your reading today, Aquarius, is the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles is a card to me that symbolizes, this can mean holding on protectively to your finances. It can be also called the Miser card. This card can also symbolize holding on to possessions and even emotions at times. This card can also indicate success coming to you in the future. You're really now going to be feeling like you're ready to move on with some kind of project or plan that you want to get going. There's a great deal of stress going on around you in your mind because I feel you have some worries whether or not you can afford it. I feel that you're going to be talking to some people for advice. It could be the government, it could be some other kind of officials, it could be other agents, people running agencies of some sort. I feel like you're going to be talking to official people for advice about what to do in this regard and whether or not you can afford to do it or move forward with it. But I do feel, regardless of your worries or fears, I do feel you're going to move forward with this plan. The next 4 to 5 months are critical for you to get it moving, like for you to get it started and to get it moving along. So in that 4 to 5 month window from July moving forward, you have that window of time to really accelerate what you're doing, to get motivated about it, to get the people involved that you may need to get involved, or to get the financing in order that you need to get in order to do it. It's just like whatever it's going to take, Aquarius, you're going to be doing that over the course of the next 4 to 5 months. I do feel some of you are going to be giving instruction to other people, and helping other people also comes up here. You may see some new things unfolding right before your eyes in like rapid succession. I'm seeing petals of a flower opening up one after the other. And I feel like this is how events are going to start to roll forward with you, Aquarians, especially in regard to whatever this is. Some of you may be considering buying another home. Some of you may be considering starting up a new business or a new company. Some of you may be deciding that you're going to start some kind of part-time job or teaching program that you want to do or institute in some way. Maybe you're bilingual and you're going to start teaching students from foreign countries other languages, or you're going to tutor people at home, or you're going to put together some kind of website or even videos on YouTube or on the internet in some way where they're instructional for people. So it could be any of those things or a whole gambit of things, whatever project or plan that you've been mulling over and thinking about that is going to require some expense on your part. I feel that you are going to end up, even if it's risky or you feel unsure about it, I feel that you will follow through with it nonetheless. And as I said, that 4 to 5 month time frame from July moving forward, 4 to 5 months out from there, that's the key time for all of these things to fall into place. And they are telling me they are going to fall into place. If you needed any kind of stipend, grant, or loan, I do feel that you are going to be granted that. So if you need to borrow money from any kind of banking or financial institution or any individual or individuals, I feel that you are going to get that financial backing. I feel some of you Aquarians may have gotten kind of bored with your life or tired of doing something where you kind of felt stuck or like you've kind of had it with a particular train of events that have been going on in your life or circumstances that you feel like, because I'm hearing you saying, I'm tired of doing that, or I'm tired of it going that way, and now I want something fresh, new and exciting, new energy, change, things to change in a positive way in your life. For those of you that are not starting a business or enterprise or starting or trying to buy a new home or something of that nature, I get you're going to be offered something, some kind of position that's going to be quite interesting. I feel like it's going to be unique. For some of you, it's going to be in front of the public or dealing with the public in some way. And I feel that you will be asked to sign some kind of contract or papers to do this job. So some of you may be dealing with a TV station or a radio station or some kind of book signing or book deal. But to me, it feels like whatever this is, it's something offered to you, like a job opportunity or offer that comes to you that involves signing some kind of contract. So you got a lot of interesting things that came up off of this 4 of Pentacles card, Aquarians. So the next card in your layout today, you have the 3 of Pentacles. Now, the 3 of Pentacles to me is a card, this card came up a lot for the signs this month. I haven't done all the readings yet, almost, but I'm telling you, this keeps repeating itself. So here it is again, and here it is for you, Aquarius, the 3 of Pentacles. And the 3 of Pentacles to me is a card that symbolizes, this is like mastering your craft. It could be, if you have a business, expanding your business, or expanding your product line. Like if you sell something or if you offer things to the public in your, whatever product or services you're offering, you could be adding more things and expanding it. It can also mean that. There's a newness about the air, and for many of you Aquarians, September heralds in new changes. So even though this is a July reading, I feel that whatever's going to go on between now and the beginning of September has some real special ingredients to it, because I feel like when you hit the beginning of September, there's like a new energy that comes in here for you. When you get offered, if you're any of the Aquarians that got offered a stipend, a grant, a loan, whatever it is, I do feel you're going to take it. And somebody in my guide said, one of my guides said, and you're going to hit pay dirt with it. So whatever you do with that money that you get and however you turn it around, it's going to pay off for you in the long run. I've never heard them say pay dirt before, but one of them did. And I see you gathering up everything in order. I see you putting things in order. You're putting things in order and getting all your ducks in a row. And I feel that that involves many things. I feel it involves your private possessions, your personal items. I feel it also is involving paperwork, any kind of paperwork you have that are in files or important paperwork or legal paperwork or financial paperwork, whatever it is, I feel you're getting your paperwork in order. And because you're doing it to get prepared to do something. Again, I go back to either some of you Aquarians are going to move, or some of you Aquarians are going to be moving, even maybe you own a business in one location and you're moving your business to another location. Whatever it is, but it's multiple factors. I just see, or you're getting your ducks in a row. And if you're starting a business, or say if you get this new job offer that I see coming up for many of you, maybe you're getting your ducks in a row about that, because you have to get your things in alignment of what you're going to do on this new job, because it is different and it is unique from whatever you were doing before. I do get that many of you Aquarians are thinking outside the box now, and they're showing me you're harnessing all your ingenuity, good ideas, and anything out there and reining it in, because you know it's your time to push forward now and to put those ideas to good use. This is your time. Many of you Aquarians, I know you're not all born on the same day at the same time. As I always say, this is a general reading, so this is not going to apply to all of you Aquarians. That's why I recommend you watch your rising sign and your moon sign on the months that your sun sign is not making sense. And I do have a link posted below this video that you can enter in your birth time and all your information, but you have to have your birth time to get your rising sign, because this isn't going to apply to all of you. But I am picking up that many of you Aquarians, this is your time to push forward in a very big way. Now, time frames are going to vary because you're not all born on the same day at the same time. Some of you, this is going to happen more towards the end of the year, but some of you Aquarians, it's going to start happening in the September time frame is going to be very key for you. What I feel is happening, Aquarius, is you're really following your heart and your passion right now. And I don't mean in a romantic sense. I mean in a what your soul is driven to do sense. So if you're into dancing and singing or entertaining in any way, I feel like you're really going to start going to auditions and putting yourself out there. If you're interested in writing books or screenplays, I feel like you're going to put all your efforts into trying to get your work picked up or recognized by, publishers or, movie making companies or whatever you want to say, production companies. It doesn't matter what you're making, doing, creating, thinking, saying. Whatever your soul's purpose is driving you to do, I feel many of you Aquarians are like, I got to push forward with it now. So I feel like that's what the message is for Three of Pentacles for you. Now, crowning your reading today, Aquarius, you have the Magician. And the Magician is a card to me that makes so much sense for what I just got off of the other two cards. I love it when they make sense one after another. The Magician is the card of the manifester. He's the card that says, what you think about, you bring about. What your ideas and thoughts and inspirations are, you create into the physical plane. And what is in the ethers in the spiritual world can be manifested in the physical world through you. That's to me what the Magician means. I feel some of you Aquarians are like ready to go on a grand adventure. I feel like I'm talking about Winnie the Pooh there, going on his Winnie the Pooh's grand adventure. I feel like many of you Aquarius Winnie the Poohs out there are getting ready to go on your big grand adventure. I feel many of you are going to be talking to higher ups and establishing yourself in some way, and will be a force to be reckoned with in the future. I feel if you're a non-working Aquarius, I actually feel that you're going to be handling a lot of people's issues in your family and trying to sort them out and help them deal with them. Like if you have children, or even if you don't, like your siblings or, your other family members, I feel like you're becoming either the real matriarch or patriarch of your family. And you're going to be the one that's going to be sorting out the details and trying to get people's lives back together and trying to be the voice of reason, the counsel, the helpful one, the inspiring one for those of you. Now that could still apply even if you're an employed or, working or business entrepreneur Aquarius. It could still apply to you, but for your non-working ones, that's going to be like almost like your job or your career is going to become taking care of all these different family members and issues going on within your family and household. Some of you are getting ready to have a new partner come in. A new partnership arrangement or agreement comes up for many of you. Now, it's funny. I actually feel that this could be romantic, but for the way they stated it, it could go either way. This could be somebody that comes in and helps you out with what your business you're doing and creating and working on. This could also be that a love partner comes in, because they actually referred to it as a partner in crime, but they're saying that in a joking sense. This is going to be somebody that you're tight with, whether it's romance or work relationship or friend. You're going to have this strong partnership with someone. I feel like you also need to get prepared, Aquarius, because I feel that you have to be very strong and firm and grounded, because I'm getting you need to be prepared for the tidal wave of events and emotions that are about ready to come at you. So I'm getting that could be in a positive way, but it also could be in a negative way, because a tidal wave is usually like overwhelming, right? But I feel like you have good things coming here, but I do see another card here that's not so good. So I just have to warn you right here, what I'm hearing here through the Magician card is that you have to be prepared because you're going to have a big tidal wave of things coming at you, situational and emotional. And I feel some of you Aquarians are going to be talking to lawyers that may be helping you get out of any tricky, ticklish, or, problematic situations. I don't feel like you're in any trouble. I don't feel like you're going to jail or to court for anything. I don't feel that. But for some reason, I feel some of you may actually be, maybe you have to consult them for what plans are going on. Or if you're the non-working Aquarius, if you're not starting a business or getting involved with a new job offer that you need to have a contract looked over, maybe in helping out the family members that you're going to be sort of like trying to help out this one and trying to get this one straightened out. Maybe you need to consult a lawyer on their behalf, but I feel many of you Aquarians are going to be talking some things over with a lawyer. Now, in your next position here, this is the card I don't like, Aquarius. I'm sorry. You've had some really great readings for the past several months. Aquarians were riding on a good wave there for a little while. So I don't like to disappoint you guys. I'm sorry, but we have to see why this comes out. But I do see here you have the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords is a card to me that either means someone in your family or someone you care about deeply is going to pass away, and you're going to experience sadness and loss over that. Or this is a card that symbolizes being stabbed in the back and betrayed. So I have to listen why. They're telling me, obviously, there's a great deal of unhappiness that's going to circle around this card and this situation. I feel that a calamity is going to befall someone you know and care about. I don't feel this is happening to you. Someone you care about may have fallen under the spell of drugs and alcohol, and this is their demise, either through an accident related to the drugs and alcohol, or like even, anything that could happen from using drugs and alcohol. But I feel like that's connected to whatever's happening here with this individual. And there's treachery afoot around this circumstance where there was a lot of dishonesty. Now, the dishonesty could have been that this person was dishonest and was not above board and honest with you about what was going on. Or there was trickery, treachery, and dishonesty toward that person that made this person turn to drugs and alcohol, which then causes this accident or, passing due to, circumstances from that. I feel many of you may come to find that someone you know and have had a connection to or care about still passes away in either the month of July or August. It could take longer for some of you Aquarians, but July and August is coming up here in my head. And I keep hearing it's linked to deception. So that could be a variety of reasons why. Again, it's either this person was deceptive or there was deception that happened to this person, which is what caused this in the long run. They're not pinpointing directly to me who this is, but they're giving it the title of family. So it's somebody to you that you would consider family. And I feel you're going to be quite surprised and taken back when this happens. So I know sometimes people have gotten upset when I predict things like this. However, based on the comments I receive, a lot of times these things do come to pass because people do write and let me know. So I just want to tell you, I'm not wishing or willing any of that to happen, but this card showed up and this is what I'm hearing. So I feel it's more or less to give you a warning to prepare you. Even though you have the warning though, I still feel like it's going to take you off guard and you're going to still be disarmed by what's happening here. And I do see some of you wondering, what could I have done to influence this or prevent this from occurring, like how you could have stopped it. And I don't feel that there was really anything you could have done. This occurrence comes up to me as something that was in this person's karmic destiny. So I'm sorry to see that here in your reading today for this July reading, Aquarius, but I do have to be honest with you about what I hear and what I get. Now, your last card of the tarot portion of your reading, Aquarius, you have the card of Five of Cups. And Five of Cups actually does make a lot of sense following the Ten of Swords, because Five of Cups symbolizes sadness, loss, and regret. And there's still emotions here behind the person's back. That's like hope. But all this is symbolizing emotions that have, sadness, loss, and regret. Now, this card can also come up when you're dealing with somebody with alcohol problems. Either you have them or the person you care about has them. And as I said, with the Ten of Cups, drugs and alcohol related to this did also come, the Ten of Swords, it did come up with that card. So let's see what they say about the Five of Cups. I feel like you are not, obviously, you're going to say, no kidding. I just get, you're not going to be happy with how this whole thing played out. You're going to have wanted to have stopped it and prevented it, but you couldn't. Because they're telling me you weren't even able to see all that was going on. You may have had knowledge that something wasn't right with this family member in your life and had some suspicions, but you did not have all the information and facts. Therefore, you couldn't really step in and stop it because there was too many unknown things here for you that you didn't know. I feel that some of you are really going to struggle with this issue, and that you're going to have a hard time letting it go. I feel like you may hold on to this circumstance for a while, this loss, this untimely, unexpected loss. Because honestly, I'm not going to lie to you here. I do not feel that this person is elderly or was sick for a long time. I don't. Now, for some of you, that may be the case, or it may be somebody that wasn't elderly, but maybe they did have an illness that you sort of knew about. So it could be that, but that's not how it's coming up to me the strongest. I feel like this was an untimely death. You're going to get more information as time goes on, where I feel like after this, there's going to be all this unraveling, and some kind of information is going to come out and be known to you that you did not know at the time that the death happened. I don't feel like you find out the information before the passing. It's after the passing you find it out. Some of you Aquarians are going to be so disturbed by this, I feel you're going to seek counseling over it. Or if you have children that are deeply affected by it, or other family members that you care greatly about, that you're going to help them by getting them counseling or going with them maybe as a group. Maybe your family is going to be affected by this, and as a group you'll go for counseling. I just feel that counseling is coming up here, either for you directly or for those you love and care about, but you're still part of it somehow. So that's also coming up with the Five of Cups. I'm hearing that this is going to make you rethink a lot of things in your life. And I feel that you're going to be making some new decisions that you hadn't thought you would make before based on this event. So I feel like this death is going to make you think a lot of things over in retrospect, and making some very different plans and decisions than you had your path going on before it happened. I almost feel it's going to cause you to like redo your life over in a new way. And that could be in so many ways. Maybe some of you are going to move, or some of you are going to take on a new health regimen of some sort, or a combination of a variety of things. And maybe it's also, to Aquarius, a new mental perspective on things. I feel like you're going to change your mind about some things that you were thinking before this happened. So it's a very disruptive experience. Again, I'm going to tell you, I do not feel this happens to you, but it's still you. Even if it's not somebody that's your immediate, like a spouse, or if it's not your, child, it doesn't have to be somebody that close to you. It could be somebody a few steps out in your family, but somehow, regardless of how far out in the steps this person is, it's still going to affect you. It's going to affect you, and you're going to be rethinking a lot of things. And it's almost like a cathartic experience for your family. And it's very unfortunate and very untimely. And I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, so please don't shoot the messenger. But these are the messages I'm getting from those cards. So it's odd. You had a weird mix here, Aquarius. Your beginning of your reading, you have a lot of promising things and new things going on for your future. And then at the end of the reading, you have this happening, which is going to have the ripple effect of the pebble dropping in the pond. The ripples of this is going to affect your life as well. So now I'm going to look into the crystal to see what messages come up for you from the crystal for the end of this reading. I'm hearing you're going to start seeing things in a whole new light. I feel any of you Aquarians that have been feeling under the weather in the month of June, I feel that in the month of July, you're starting to come out of that. So any sicknesses or any, health problems you've been experiencing, I feel like the month of July sees you in better physical condition and better health. I do feel that your family life, things going on in your family might be disruptive for you now based on this and in the crystal. They're saying that, but you're still, regardless, it doesn't matter, even though that's horrible, you still are destined for things to be happening in your life that are separate from this. And I do feel that you are going to follow, still, even though this may be a block falling in the way, and it's something that you have to work through and get past. I don't feel it throws you off your path of your destiny of what you're meant to do. I also feel in July, you get a tremendous amount of input and support from others all the way around in all kinds of ways. I just see a lot of people rallying around you with support and a lot of people rallying around you with suggestions and help and inspiration. I feel that some of you Aquarians are going to start feeling like you have the Midas touch. Like you're going to find that projects and plans and things you're working on or creating or doing or saying through your work, through your job, whatever you're doing with your family, I feel that it's like going to turn to gold. You actually are having like a very weird, I'm not going to lie to you. You are having, I think dichotomy was coming up in this month for other signs. You've got like the goose that laid the golden egg in one hand. And in the other hand, you have these karmic family issues and circumstances that are beyond your control that are going to cause some upheavals. So you've got this swing, but this happening is not your doing and it's not your karma. Your karma is over here. So you're still going to achieve and have good things going on and happening to you, even though this these issues still come up. So you got like a real weird mix in this reading, Aquarius. You really do. I feel some of you Aquarians are going to develop some specialized group and self-help like services. You may even develop some kind of group or support group or system based on what happened to this family member. May inspire you to start some kind of foundation or group or, outreach program to help people that have whatever was going on in this circumstance of what I've already discussed. So it is going to affect you, and I feel you're going to find a way to try to bring some light into the world from this situation. And I do feel many of you Aquarians out there that are inventive or creative are going to develop some new kind of product or something that gets up for review for the public to view and either purchase or whatever. And I feel that it's going to do really well because I'm getting that you're also, here's the other thing they just said to me, you're also going to be making a lot of people aware. And that could be either through what you're going to create and do and put up for the world, or this could be through that foundation of awareness to help people that I feel you're going to start. So I hope this reading helped you, and I certainly hope it made sense to you, Aquarius. And remember, it was a very strong reading with what came up here. So if it did not make sense to you for your sun sign, please watch your rising sign or your moon sign to gain more information. I want to thank you so much for watching and sharing and liking my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plusing. I do truly appreciate that. And please remember to subscribe to my channel because then you'll get notified when I post the mid-month videos and any new videos for the month, and also any other videos and surprises that may be posted from my channel. You will get that notification. And please remember to follow me on Facebook and on Twitter. I do post things daily to Facebook that you are not going to be able to see here on YouTube. I hope you have an absolutely amazing month of July, Aquarius, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.